it's my pleasure to welcome our next presenters, Gerry Tiede and Lisa Hansen. Gerry will be live in the studio here today, and Lisa will be online. Lisa works with our partner, Johnson Insurance, and Johnson Insurance provides extended health benefits beyond those that you get in Medicare plan, travel insurance, dental insurance for BCRTA members and others. Of course, I think Gerry Tiede, they often say needs no introduction. He is well known, but I think I'll take a moment to say to you that he was past president of the BCRTA, one president back. There was Grace Wilson, and then before her was Gerry Tiede. From being president of the BCRTA, he became the president of the nationwide association, ACER-CART it's called, the Canadian Association of Retired Teachers. And the activism and advocacy of that organization was certainly enhanced and brought forward by his contributions. He continues as past president there and works very hard looking at the benefits and services and initiatives with government representatives and other organizations working to serve teachers. He's a former chair of the Teachers Pension Plan Board of Trustees in British Columbia here, and he is currently chairing our own Benefits Committee, where we examine the pluses and minuses of various benefit programs, looking at opportunities for our members. I might also add that he and I share some work with the BC Travel Committee, and he has been a mainstay and the kingpin with Grace Wilson on determining and leading many trips, group trips that our members have enjoyed. Gerry and Lisa will be available to answer some questions after this video if you have any, and of course, if your question doesn't get answered here or we don't have time, we'll certainly pass them on to them and they can reply to you later. So it is really a pleasure and an honor to have these benefit experts show us just what we have possible for the members. Gerry and Lisa, welcome.
Hello, BCRTA members. I'm here to give you an update on our BCRTA insurance programs. As a benefit to our members, we offer extended health care, 2 different travel plans, standalone trip cancellation and interruption, dental, and house insurance. Being part of the BCRTA group gives you several benefits. Group rates are always cheaper than buying individual policies, and you always get support when you have a question or run into a problem with your insurance. We're very proud of the service that our members receive because we work closely with Johnson's and Johnson works closely with us when problems arise. And thirdly, our plan design is made in BC for BCRTA members. Lisa is going to tell you about the plan improvements that we made this year, and most of them are a result of feedback that we heard from you folks. Now, several of you have asked about the announcement that Johnson has been sold. You know that Johnson's is a Canadian company, more than 130 years old, that started and is still headquartered in St. John's, Newfoundland. Many years ago, it was sold to Royal Sun Alliance, a British multinational insurance company. But last year, the Johnson brand was sold to Intact Insurance. Intact Insurance is the largest Canadian insurance company, so ownership coming back to Canada is a good thing. And we're all familiar with Belair Direct, one of the retail companies owned by Intact Insurance. You should remember that Johnson's acts as a broker consultant for BCRTA. So we deal with Johnson's, but behind the scenes, Johnson finds the best underwriter for our group policies. Sometimes the underwriter changes, and sometimes their name changes. Now, the home insurance is named Belair Direct, but your service and coverage remain the same. Last year, the EHC underwriter was Desjardins, but this year, Johnson's negotiated a better deal with Manulife, which saved our members 4 or 5% in premiums and got actually better coverage. Same card, same policy number, just a better price for us. We've been told that even the trusted name of Johnson's will change in the future as part of Intact Insurance's rebranding. While I'm a little sad about that, a name change is not really anything to worry about as long as the underlying structures and service do not change. We expect to get the benefits of scale and increased back office services. For example, we asked for an insurance app and improved web services. Implementing that would be a huge, expensive project for Johnson's, but Intact already has those structures, so modifying them to fit our plans is already on the to-do list. Actually, I think this is a good time to consider changing our name for our insurance products. Johnson EHC with Prestige Insurance is an awkward mouthful, so maybe we'll have a better name next year. Our extended healthcare with Prestige Insurance is growing each year. We now have over 2,700 people enrolled. We've been promoting both it and our Medac travel plan at our pre-retirement workshops and seeing good results. People join BCRTA, they join their local branches, and they buy our group insurance. So this year we put together a post-retirement workshop, and it's available for presentation in branches, that is, to your members. I'm doing the first one in Burnaby next week, and lots of you have asked for this. So insurance is complicated. How can we help our individual members decide which is the best extended healthcare insurance for them? Which travel plan best fits their travel needs? And what about dental insurance? The goal of this presentation is to give members an understanding to help them make a good decision in choosing their insurance plan. Like Johnson Insurance does, we'll make it best friends advice. We'll fairly explain and describe both our Johnson plans and the Green Shield plans provided by your pension plan. Then members can decide which one is best for them. If you'd like to have this workshop presented at your branch, you can contact me or our office. We could present it live in person or live on Zoom at a branch meeting. And we'll post the presentation on our website so that individuals can have a look. Now, Lisa Hansen, our long-serving Johnson consultant, is also famous for traveling around the province and visiting branches with information about our plans. And she will still do that. Just contact her. But now I welcome her to give you a further insurance update.
Thank you, Gerry, and thank you very much for providing the opportunity to be a part of your special day today. Before I provide an update on the voluntary benefits available to BCRTA members, I just want to thank all of the branches that have opened their doors to us this year and allowed us to present and answer questions from your members and get feedback from your members on our insurance plans. All of the plans that we do have are designed in partnership with the BCRTA. So this feedback is very important for us on our journey. And here below is a summary of all of the positive changes that we were able to incorporate September 1st of this year. So as Gerry has mentioned, we have changed underwriters from Desjardins to Manulife effective September 1, 2023. This is a very positive change, and Manulife is very much looking forward to serving the BC Retired Teachers Association. As a result of the changeover to Manulife, we were able to negotiate positive changes into your plan. And these changes did come up from a direct result of being at branch meetings and getting feedback from your members. So the first change was we incorporated registered shiatsu therapists under the paramedical services benefit. So there's coverage for registered shiatsu therapy effective September 1st of this year. We had met a number of members at the branch events that had lens implant surgery and asked if there was a possibility of incorporating coverage into the plan for the expenses related to this. So we were able to put a change in this year, and so there is coverage for lens implants after surgery. We also were able to negotiate glucose monitoring systems into the plan and insulin pump supplies. In addition to this, we were able to add grab bars and a bathtub rail benefit, raised toilet seats, and transfer benches into your benefit plan. Another positive change to the travel plans this year, both Medoc and Prestige, we were able to negotiate an increase into the emergency medical travel benefit from $5 million to $10 million this year. I also wanted to, in addition to sharing the positive changes to the plan, remind everybody about the Express Scripts pharmacy benefit that we have. This is an optional component of the coverage. You can go on the Express Scripts pharmacy website and use the VIP code BCRTA, and you can take a look to see if this might be a good fit for you. If you do sign up for Express Scripts, you get your pharmacy and prescription supplies delivered to your home free of charge. And then you pay a much lower dispensing fee of $8.99 compared to a lot of the other pharmacies in the Lower Mainland that charge much more than that. You also get a pharmacist team available to you 24/7. So if you live in an area of BC where you experience weather-related events, or you have mobility issues, or you just would prefer not going to line up at a pharmacy, I encourage you to take a look at this. We've had a number of retired teachers sign up this year and have heard some positive stories about the change and the use of Express Scripts going forward. We do get a number of questions when we're out at events, BCRTA members doing homework, trying to decide what extended health care plan to pick. We know there's quite a few in the market that you are eligible for. So we narrowed it down to the 5 questions that we most often get from BCRTA members doing homework on what plan to sign up for. So the first question is, are dispensing fees covered under the BCRTA plan? Yes, dispensing fees are covered. We know some other plans in the market do not cover dispensing fees. So when you do look at the cost, the premiums on those plans, it may be lower, but when you factor in that you're paying your own dispensing fees, you may not be saving money with that lower premium that you're paying for an extended health plan that doesn't cover dispensing fees. Stability requirement under the travel insurance can be a challenge for some, with other travel insurance plans on the market having stability clauses that range between 90 and 180 days. It can be a challenge for some to get out and travel. You pay for travel insurance on a monthly basis, yet you're not allowed to travel. That can be a big challenge for some of the travel members that have signed up for travel plans with stability clauses. Under the Prestige Travel, there is no stability clause. It covers sudden and unforeseen medical emergencies, so you do have that flexibility to travel and when you're paying for the travel insurance. We thought it was critical from day one under the Prestige plan to have the emergency travel medical benefit as an optional coverage so that you could opt in and out of your travel coverage every year. We do know some plans in the market have the travel built in, so you're paying premiums for travel insurance even if you're not traveling. We have lots of BCRTA members that want to opt out of travel for a year. Maybe they have had a grandchild born and they don't want to travel, or a hip replacement, or maybe they just don't want to travel anymore. It's not in their plans going forward. It's really critical that you have that flexibility. We don't want to charge you for travel insurance premiums long after you're no longer traveling, because travel insurance does make up a big component of the monthly premium. Trip cancellation is built in on all of your trips in the policy year, $8,000 per insured per trip. If you are taking a really great trip this year, maybe it's a trip merchant vacation and that trip's costing about $20,000 and you need more trip cancellation coverage, you can buy the additional standalone trip cancellation benefit. So that'll give you an additional $12,000 worth of coverage in addition to your $8,000 that you have under Medoc or Prestige. And then that trip cancellation, the standalone product, is available to friends and family of BCRTA members as well. Another unique feature of the Prestige plan is Days of travel do not start counting until you leave Canada. So your trips within Canada can be of unlimited duration, and we don't start counting days until you leave the country. So most travel plans, the days of travel start when you leave your province of residence. Under Prestige, it's when you leave Canada. So there's some savings to be had there as well. So as Gerry mentioned, we do have some rebranding happening, and the first step of the journey will be on our home insurance. You're going to see in October some changes to our branding. We are going to be changing to Belair Direct. You're going to see the introduction of our Knight in the marketing pieces, but you're still going to have the BCRTA preferred rates, and if you carry our travel insurance, you're still going to get the discounting, and it's still the same team supporting your program. If you do want a quote, I encourage you to call, and you can also visit our website. I encourage you to visit the johnson.ca grocery contest website. I'm going to just switch slides here. If you have your phone handy, you may want to scan this QR code. This contest runs to September 30th of this year. So scan the QR code, put your name in. You can actually request a quote for home insurance, or you can just get into the draw for the groceries. I would love to see a BCRTA member win. And if you do have questions after this presentation, we have a group benefits team that would be more than happy to help you with Medoc Prestige, health and dental questions. Home insurance is a separate team. You can visit the johnson.ca Affinity BCRTA website for further information on our offerings, or you can email me direct at lhansen@johnson.ca. I'd be happy to help. Thank you again for letting me be a part of your day.
Oh, thanks very much, Lisa. Hi, and Gerry, thanks so much for your introduction and comments. We have had some questions come in, and I'd like to ask them to you if you could take a look at these. First of all, could you explain one more time the difference between stability clause and sudden and unforeseen? Lisa?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Ideally, the short answer is you don't want a travel insurance program that has a stability clause in it. It can cause some challenges with booking trips and being able to travel. If you have a change in medication, you've got to wait that 90 days out. And if you're married and you've got two people that are trying to satisfy a stability clause, you're paying premium month over month and you're not able to use your travel insurance. The Prestige travel, having sudden and unforeseen, you can go away on your trips, provided any medical emergencies that you have are sudden and unforeseen. So you have that flexibility to go on those great trips and travel and have a wonderful time and not be paying premiums and stuck at home waiting.
Thanks, Lisa, very much. And I wanted to add before I ask the next question, I've had the pleasure of having you accompany me to branch meetings, and I must say the presentations from Johnson are so helpful, and people are so keen to hear the information you pass on. And thank you for going to so many branches already this past year. Let's hope it can continue, or continue with others that you're showing the way. This one I'll pass on to Gerry here. It says, am I locked into a travel plan, or can I switch coverage easily? And the reason I ask that is because, when I think of Johnson travel insurance, I think there's a Medoc plan and then there's a Prestige plan. And I wonder, which should I use? So that's kind of a double. Am I locked in, and what's the difference? Which should I get? Thank you.
It's a bit of a complicated question because I think if you are in Medoc and you want to move into Prestige, you are very welcome, and it's an easy transition. Going back the other way is more complicated because of the fact that if you're in Medoc, you have our extended health care. And leaving that extended health care and getting into a different extended health care plan outside of the regular transfer time can be more complicated. So you need to have a conversation with your Johnson representative who will help you make the best decision for yourself.
Well, thank you. Then the support's there and the answers are there. You just got to talk to a Johnson person to make sure that this is the best plan for you. I know I am constantly telling all sorts of people, even that aren't members, that aren't at BCRTA, hey, that Medoc travel plan works really well. Okay, enough of the selling stuff. I have another question, Lisa. I live in this fellow writes, he said, or person writes, I live in a small town and the local person who makes my orthotics is not covered by my current plan. Would your plan cover my orthotic expenses with this fellow?
I would love to see more details on that one. I would encourage that member to reach out to me at lhansen@johnson.ca at my email address that's in the last slide. And then we can run it past the claims team just to see what exactly is going on. And we'd be happy to help and see if we can provide coverage for that under the BCRTA plan.
Yes, I know you have that best advice
Best friend
standing
advice.
offer to everyone that you'll tell people to go elsewhere if it's a better situation for them, and that's appreciated. Well, thanks for that. And any other questions that come towards you today online, we will pass on, and you too can work your way through answering them. I know you'll do that. So thanks very much for this wonderful introductory information. And there's more online. Go to Johnson at BCRTA. Johnson is our Advantage partner, and lots of information there for people. Thanks so much again. Thanks for covering the benefits.